God, I stand before you as the fool, at the edge of what comes next, not empty, but shaped by all that has been. Every fall, every rise, I carry it forward. I come not as master, but as servant, not to control, but to follow what is true. Strip from me, strip from me what is false. Leave only what serves your will. Guide my sight, so I may see as you allow. Guide my voice, so I may speak what must be spoken. Use me as you see fit, not for pride, not for gain, but for truth. I walk forward as the fool, in trust, not in knowing. If this path is yours, let it move through me. I serve and I step, and so it is. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Fools of the Void Tarot. My name is Aravind, and we do tarot cards, reading energies, some energy management, not manipulation, so that we can gain some clarity as we take this fool's journey under the guidance of the Most High God. And the totem for today, over here we have go with the flow. Yeah, go with the flow. And for the totem over here, you can actually see this like trippy scenery, and someone is traveling in a car towards the sun with its third eye open, and there's also a gateway with the sun over the, and there's tree on the both sides, and there's a single path leading to it. That's what I notice over there, and the starry nights in the background. Yeah, nice. Actually, I before starting this reading, while I was setting up the camera, I actually saw a huge bunch of birds migrating just above my head. It was out of the camera's frame. We just had just a little bit of rain over here for like 5-10 minutes, and it's gone. And the skies are kind of pretty right now. Not to the, not to the that side, not to the west. Actually, the clouds are still kind of cloudy over there. You can actually see the crimson color through a hole over here. Over there, you see that? Yeah. There are some birds around too. Yeah. And yeah, for today, for the wisdom from Bhagavad Gita, I actually draw 3 cards. Okay. And the first card, which actually shown itself, which actually came out, was called sense control. And there are 3 cards, but I think I should address this one first. Sense control. So let me just show you the card. It's a beautiful picture. So in this picture we have over here, that's like Lord Krishna, I would say, with the flute over there, and I would guess a bunch of devotees surrounding him. There's some kind of a guy over here. Who is that? Actually, we can see another guy over here who's praying under his feet. He has a lot of heads, multi-dimensional heads, and actually this guy over here also has a lot of heads, multi-dimensional heads. Yeah, the cows over here, black cow, white cows, good cows. Yeah, the bird, it's a bird, I think it's peacock, female peacocks. And sense control, chapter 2, verse 58. यदा समाहारते चायं कुर्मो न यमा समाहारते कायं कुर्मो ज्ञानिव सर्वस्सा इन्द्रियन्द्रियर्ते भयास् तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता यदा समाहरते कयं कुर्मो ज्ञानिवासा सर्वासा इन्द्रियन्द्रियर्ते भयास् तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता one who is able to withdraw the senses from other objects, like a tortoise drawing its limb with its shell, is firmly established in wisdom. One who is able to withdraw the senses from their objects, like a tortoise drawing its limbs within its shell, is firmly established in wisdom. A really beautiful comparison over here, a comparison of a tortoise withdrawing its limbs into its shell. It's firmly established as a wisdom. The wisdom of a tortoise maybe to withdraw its shell at rightful times, to within yourself, towards yourself, without getting distracted by the outside. It's not that the outside is trying to harm you at all times. Maybe as a skill, once you are able to withdraw yourself just as a tortoise into its shell, I guess it holds great wisdom in itself to be able to do that, to have that ability or skill. Okay, so that's what sense control is talking about over here. And now the next card we have over here is the forest of delusion. You see the forest of delusion. You actually kind of can see a goddess over here riding a tiger, a Bengal tiger maybe, and seems to be inside a forest along a lake with swans on the inside the lake, like swimming around. And she has a lot of weapons, lotus, it's a chakra behind her head, trident. Forest of Delusion, chapter 2, verse 52. Yada de moha kalila buddhir vyatirtarisyati tada gantasi nirvedan srodavyasya srodasya cha यदा ते मोह कलीलां बुधिर्व्याधितरिष्यति तदा गान्तासि निर्वेदां श्रोतव्यास्याश्रुतस्य च. When your intelligence has passed beyond the dense forest of confusion, You shall become indifferent to all scriptural injections in the past or the future. Yeah, actually, the sense control comparing with the tortoise makes a lot of sense over here. Actually, both the cards came out connected, like stuck to each other when they came out. And in this card, the Forest of Delusion, yeah, it talks about passing beyond the forest of confusion. You shall become indifferent to all scriptural injections in the past or the future. So the wisdom of the tortoise to be able to withdraw itself into its shell with all its limbs and the capacity of the thought of a single person to be able to do that can be considered as a mighty skill of great wisdom. And when your intelligence has passed beyond that dense forest of confusion, yeah, that's exactly what it is saying. You shall become indifferent to all the scriptural injections in the past or the future. Yeah, so basically, you need to decide yourself who you are. So, mhm. And I think we should consider the third card now, pure devotees. Yeah, pure devotees. So here we can see Lord Krishna or the Lord Rama or the Avatar Vishnu seated in his throne, surrounded by gopikas or the heavenly hostess maybe, or his I don't know, or high priestess, and the queen sitting behind his aside him. The queen sitting beside him. Yeah, not behind, aside, beside him. And there's someone to sit aside him in his throne. And that's a great thing where he can share his knowledge of wealth. That's a good thing. Pure Devotees, chapter 10, verse 9. Makchitta Madgada Prana Bodhayanta Parasparam Kadayantas Cha Mam Nityam Tusyanti Cha Ramanti Cha Ma Mak Machchitta Madgata Machchitta Madgata Prana Bodhayanta Parasparam Kadayantas Cha Mam Nityam Tusyanti Cha Ramanti Cha. The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are surrendered to me, and they derive great satisfaction and joy, enlightening one another and speaking about me. The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are surrendered to me, and they derive great satisfaction and joy, enlightening one another and speaking about me. So, obviously, it's talking about Lord, the king who's sitting over here in this throne with his devotees over here. So, obviously, those who are talking about the king, praising the king, devoting to the king, following his Yeah, uh, for like dwelling in within him, like allowing to him dwelling with you, allowing the Lord to dwell within you. So those who get satisfaction from that, the pure devotees, their thoughts are also outside the forest of delusion. Yes. Sorry, there was a baby just over here. Cute child. hmm So that's what the pure devotees and the sense control, and there's a lot of energy raiders outside over here in our Earth realm, and you guys can pick up on energy and pick up on the energy who someone is carrying themselves with. And lately there have been like big names coming with those energies, maybe like uh, Kalima, Persephone, Hecate, Hades, Krishna, Shiva, Odin, Lucifer, those kind of names. Like those kind of names kind of always stand out, right? Like so, some of these names, Poseidon, Zeus, uh, yeah, like Moses, Gabriel, Michael, Raphael, the archangels. So these names carry weight, and these names carry weight in the spiritual realms, and they carry presence in the spiritual realms. So, in those realms, I believe they embody uh, these angel spirits, or these names that move through realms, embody into our reality through persons, to through an individual maybe, or through many other individuals. And for certain spirits or these beings to come through, someone has to surpass or to cross that threshold of what is required uh, for them to be satisfied as a worthy soul, for them to manifest in. I believe that's what's happening in most of the cases. And yeah, and like it's kind of like a conduit of what's happening through a person. Like you might have seen or heard in spiritual mediums and that kind of cases. Yeah, so lot of energies that needs addressing. So that's the reason we are over here, to learn how to address these energies and how to gain harmony through them, because they, I believe they're not here for like fun or passing time. They must be here for a purpose, and that purpose I believe is coming soon. Hang on. Yeah, I just wanted to move the camera to show you guys the skies. It's kind of really beautiful right now. Yeah. So yeah. So what were we talking about? So people being conduits for these beings and spirits of various realms. So one person maybe can attain more than maybe let's say two or three spirits or beings, depending on how they live in this world, depending on how honorable they live in their world, and if you accept it, they will come through you, they will speak to you, and maybe they have a purpose for you to be fulfilled. Now, if you're saying this, means your purpose is for the greater good, for the most high. Anyway, it's a beautiful energy that's coming through actually. So yeah, that's good. That's a bit more better. Okay, let's pull some tarot before we wind up and see if anything that's need more addressing, and yeah, we'll try to gain more clarity to the situation. Okay. Actually, I have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands and the Fool and the Moon. Oh, nice. So, the Three of Wands. Okay. The Three of Wands. So, the Three of Wands, victory, celebration, and we also have the Fool. This is the Fool and the Moon. Okay, moon card. And yeah, it seems to be like a lot of communication, and the Fool card came out, and there's a victory celebration happening with the Three of Wands over here, and the communication is happening. We also have the Nine of Wands at the bottom. Maybe the past, holding back against the past. Certainly, we all have our past we need to hold against. It's a part of us. We have to move through those memories to gain more clarity inside, to feel what's inside us, to be happy, to be like, to know where we came from, right? We all need that, and the Nine of Wands actually came out again. Yeah, it came out again, just showing that. So, should we gain more clarity with that? The Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. Give us more clarity on the Nine of Wands. comments something. Come on. Okay, the Three of Cups. So it's male. The Eight of Wands. So whatever it is, you're moving through it like in a very fast pace, and you're able to manage it with no problem at all. You can manage it, and you may be seeing a lot of shift lately, glitches, timeline shift, lot of stuffs. So part of the process, you just has to go through it just like everyone, and everything will be fine and all right. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. So bye bye, I love you.